Hey everyone, welcome back to week 4 of Chicago Marathon training. I thought I would start this video where I'm not actually running, sweating, and I've actually got my hair down for once. But we started this morning with a 50 minutes recovery run. So that's just about 5 or 10 minutes increase of what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Keeping it kind of in that aerobic zone 2 where possible. However, obviously I felt very clunky this morning after the long run yesterday, but it's all good, part of the process, and hopefully I now feel better going into tomorrow's session. One thing is that this week, well, just today, I feel extremely tired today. This is, I don't even know what coffee this is, what number this is, but hey ho, we move on. And I just think it's down to a combination of early starts, training in the warm, it definitely depletes you a lot quicker. And also then just making sure that I'm getting enough sleep by going to bed early enough to combat these early starts. But this week, looking at the training plan, it's not necessarily like a deload or recovery week, but there's definitely elements of it which are less intense. So I'll kind of go through that as we continue through the week. I think my mileage will be kind of similar to maybe like week 1 of the plan. So it's still fairly high, but just the intensity is pulled back slightly. So yeah, when I asked James, is it a deload week or a recovery week? He's like, not necessarily, but again, it's just making sure that I can recover, absorb the adaptations of the training and move forward in training in the weeks to come. So yeah, that's Monday. Let's crack on with the rest of the week. Good morning, Tuesday once again, and we are at the track. Now, this week I ran down on my own. James is currently doing his warm-up. I can't see with my glasses on. Oh yeah, look, there he is. James walked down here because he bought the bag with drinks and a change of trainers for himself, and he's been running down the last few weeks, but he's decided so he left a bit earlier than I did, so he's just doing his warm-up. I've done my warm-up. Time to get into the drills. These skips, if you want to know, they're not doing too well. I've been practicing every Tuesday and Friday ahead of like sessions in my drills bit, but I think I need to do a little bit more than I have been doing to really kind of crack them and get the technique right before we head to Kenya. And actually, saying that, a month today we will be in Kenya, which is very exciting. A calendar month today. So yeah, a month left of training here in this weather, and then we move to altitude. So what I've been doing with the B skips to start off with is just practice. If you just practice, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to break the skill down and learn it that way, and then try and put it all together. Because sometimes people learn differently. Sometimes it is just about just doing it. Some people have to like physically do it, have to learn how to do it and then apply it. So we'll see how that goes. In terms of what we have got today, so today's session is 8 by 800 with a 2-minute recovery. Like I said yesterday, this week is kind of a bit of a less intense week. Now, I don't want to get into a full sense of security because I feel like now this might be a bit of a challenge. The pace is set at 3:30 per rep, which is 7-minute mile pace. So in this weather, heat adjusted, that's around my half marathon pace. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like 5k pace. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. I've got a couple of strides to do and then time to get into it. Right, we are done 8 by 800. I've had a couple of minutes to compose. I went into the toilets and just splashed a load of water on my face to help cool me down. But session was good. I think I pretty much hit about 328 or 329 for most of the reps. James. So as I explained last week, this track is longer than 400 metres. So this bin signals 400. So I kind of measured out in my head where it was to 800 and finished there. And I just made sure that I looked down at my watch, and every time that I was stopping, it was around 0.51 or 0.52 miles. Because normally on a track, you do seem to record longer just because of the signal, especially with Garmin's. If you've got a chorus and a track, I don't know how it all works, but you can. There's ways of, and I think even with the Garmin, there's ways of measuring tracks. You have to like run around it with a track function. But anyway, so it was just kind of, we're guessing this is 800 meters, but all of the reps were spot on, which is good. It felt like pretty controlled, but hard work at the same time, if that makes sense. So very pleased with that. And yeah, don't feel too like out of puff by the end of the session like I was maybe last week with the 400s. But yeah, good work. So yeah, cool down, commencing. Hey, it's Wednesday and I'm out for a 90-minute run. I am just about halfway, so I'm just at a turnaround point. So I just wanted to kind of soak in this amazing view. It's probably gonna not be great because I need to get started again. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I've just literally run 45 minutes out and then I'm just going to do 45 minutes back. But yeah, just being by the sea, it's so calming. I just absolutely love it. Wonderful. What a lovely start to the day. Good evening. It's now Wednesday still.
Cabanita.
Is that good evening?
Good night.
So, football tonight. England are playing the Netherlands, so we're going out for dinner and to watch the game. So I thought I'd just film an opportunity where we're not just in running stuff, and we're actually not too sweaty for once. So, James, score predictions?
2-1.
To who? Hello everyone, it is Thursday and this is the day that we normally meet up with the run club for their Thursday morning session. I'm on a rest day, but James has come for the run and I've just come for a little walk, and then we'll have a coffee with everyone afterwards.
And then the wheels fall off. It went fine.
The Euros isn't doing us very well with our recovery at the moment. Obviously last night we were out for the game and we didn't get home till 12:30. And then alarm went off at 6:15. I think I must have got to bed by about 1. So yeah, not the greatest deal of recovery, but luckily it's rest day today and hopefully might have a little nap this afternoon. Good morning. It is time for our long run. Today I have a reduced mileage, which is quite nice. I've got 12 miles. So I'm not actually taking the hydration pack out today because I did 10 miles on Wednesday and managed okay with just one soft flask. So we're going to take out some money so that we can maybe stop off and get another bottle of water to top up. I've got 2 gels for today. Talk, lemon drizzle and apple crumble. And what I love about these is they're 45 grams in size, and the amount of carbohydrates they have per one is 29 grams of carbohydrates. So a high level of carbohydrates for a small packet, which is what we love. And I've popped them in the fridge overnight to try and keep them cool, because in my pockets they warm up in this weather. Yeah, we're going to meet someone from the local club. So James got 13 on his plan today. And so we're going to run down and meet Lee and then do a loop and just see how it goes.
That's so over domesticated, aren't they? So what we have in England aren't
Hello.
Apart from this one, they're all.
Have it, week 4 wrapped up, another week done. I love it in marathon training because the time just flies, it goes so quickly. But just to quickly recap, 51 miles for the week. Didn't touch on Friday's session, but it was a less intense session, which was quite well received. It was a 4-mile tempo, sort of 3 steady, 1 a little bit faster, and yeah, just felt very good on that. And it was nice not to feel completely kind of drained from the heat, because I was just not having to push as hard, which was nice. Yeah, just overall another great week of training. Was able to get 2 strength sessions in there as well, a couple of bits of stretching. So yeah, everything's on the right trajectory at the moment. And yeah, just not really much else to say right now. So yeah, pleased with another week. They're ticking off very nicely at the moment. Obviously just with the weather, it is just the way that it is. I did mention at the start of the week and a few times throughout the week, tiredness is a thing, but I think that is just down to like late nights, early starts, and just trying to make sure that we get enough water and electrolytes back in our system. But yeah, really pleased. We've only got a couple more weeks here left in Cyprus before we head over to Kenya. So just want to get as much of this training kind of nailed and knuckled before we have to adapt to altitude, which is coming next. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to this week, and come back next week for week 5.